Good morning and welcome to the full review of the New Balance More 3. That's a lot of marshmallows. That's a lot of marshmallows. Roll the view shots. Okay, so let's go straight into the specs before we go into the fit and feel. So this is the new monster from New Balance. It has so much Fresh Foam X, and that is what is in the midsole. It's Fresh Foam X. It's 33 millimeters in the back and then 29 in the front. So there's a lot of marshmallows in this shoe. It looks more than it is though, because it's a little bit stacked up on the outsides here. So it's kind of cheating you to think that it's more than it is. 33 to 29, 4 millimeter stack height. So that's relatively low. And when you push down, when you stand on it, it kind of sinks down a little bit more in the heel. So it's relatively close to a zero drop shoe in my opinion. The weight is 330 grams in my US 11 size. It's true to size. I use US 11 and US 10.5, but mostly US 11 nowadays. I don't get it. My feet go like they go longer every single month. It's a neutral, stable shoe. So that means it's a neutral shoe with some stability features. And one of them is the stacked up foam on the outside here, as well as the really, really wide platform here. A little bit reminiscent of the Nike Infinity Run 2, but without that hourglass shape that the Nike Infinity Run has in the midfoot. So that is the specs. Let's go straight into how it fits on your foot. Well, let's talk about the upper first. The upper is kind of similar to the 880 version 11. It's thin, it's nice, it's completely different than the 1080 because it's more uniform on the entire foot. It has this little flare of a heel. It looks cool, maybe, I don't know, I don't care. It feels good on. That's the most important thing. The forefoot is relatively normal in size and it's not super wide, it's not super narrow. The midfoot though is kind of tall and wide. So for my shoes, I have to tighten it a lot to get it to really fit perfectly. It fits really nicely, but with people with high arches, I'm pretty sure you would like this shoe. It would probably be a good one. I have the father-in-law test. He can't fit any shoe but the Ultrafly, but this, perfect fit, first try. So it's a good fit for some people. I find it to be okay, but I find it to be a little bit rolling when I do turns in this. So I move a little bit on the inside, feeling a little bit of this part when I do the turns. Apart from that, it feels pretty good. The heel is kind of different from other types of heels in the neutral category from New Balance. Normally they have kind of a firmer heel. This one does not in the same kind of way. So it's kind of soft and nice here, but then as well, it's supported by the foam and a little bit of a harder plastic kind of thing on the outside. So it's fairly stable, even though it's not super hard in the heel. And I kind of like this heel. I kind of like it. It's nice. Let's go to the tongue. The tongue is not attached to either of the sides, so it moves around a bit. You see it falls down a little bit, and I can see it after I'm done running. I normally don't notice that at all. Usually I actually don't mind having the tongue fall a little bit down on the outside, but some people hate it, and this is not a gusseted tongue. I have no idea what it's called. It's not a tongue that's attached on either side, so be careful of that. The laces are New Balance laces. I'm pretty happy with New Balance laces, probably some of the best on the market. I kind of like them. I feel like the lace game has gotten really bad in some companies lately. This one is not. So overall, a good shoe, kind of wide, so I have to tighten it a lot, but it fits me really nice and I like the uniform fit. So it's 880, it's more, and then 1080 afterwards, in my opinion. So it's pretty good for a wide shoe. Let's talk about the feel. So usually when I see people trying on the 1080 at the store, They love how springy and bouncy it is, and this is a totally different level. It's so much foam, it's so bouncy, it's so springy, and it's so soft. And it's kind of reminiscent of the stack height of a Nike Infinity Run 2. It just feels a little bit more bouncy, it just feels a little bit more light, it just feels better in my opinion. And that's because it still has that Fresh Foam X magic that really feels nice to run in. It's not a speed monster though. It's not fast, and it might go fast if you force it to, because any shoe can go fast if you force it to. Super soft, super big, super heavy. It will go fast if you force it to. But this shoe is best for the slower paces and the normal paces, not the super fast interval speeds, tempo runs. Go for something else if you want that. But if you want like the soft, cushioning, bouncy feel, then this might be for you. Because it's so bouncy that if you run on gravel and then run straight over on asphalt, you don't notice the difference. That is a really big thing, because usually if I have a 1080 on, I will notice the difference. If I have a fuel cell TC on, I will notice the difference. There will be a difference if you run on gravel or asphalt. But this one, it just feels the same. If you go on soft grass, you will notice it will be a little bit smushier, a little bit softer. It's not gonna be as fun to run in. But if you go on gravel or asphalt, it's just gonna feel the same. And yeah, I don't know what I think about that. Now, I've had this shoe for a week. I've done about 50 kilometers in it, and this is the golden point of a Fresh Foam X shoe. It's kind of super bouncy the first 30 to 40 kilometers, and then it suddenly starts being a little bit less bouncy. It's still Fresh Foam X magic, it's just a little bit less. And that's what's happened with this one in the last couple of runs. It's gone a little bit further down. It lasts a little bit longer than the 1080 and the 880 in my opinion. The magic continues. It will in the end up as a normal Fresh Foam X, and I know Fresh Foam X works. So it's a really nice bouncy feel. It's super soft and comfortable. The thing is, just remember, a softer shoe doesn't make you less injured. It just makes you feel like it's more comfortable, but then it just stresses some other aspects of your body. Like the arch, for instance. I've worn this to work for 5 days straight now, and my arch is killing me because it's so soft and it's working all the time, and my feet want a break. And then I go for a hard shoe and it feels so nice. So overall, it's a really nice feeling, lovely shoe to run in. It's not fast, it's just super comfortable. It's just something that you will love to run in and feel bouncy in. If this is for you, go for those medium, slow pace runs and enjoy it. Let's talk about stability. This is a neutral shoe, but because of that wide platform and those protective layers of foam around the heel, it really feels like a stable, neutral trainer. And I actually love running in this shoe. I could run miles and miles and miles in this shoe and it would feel perfect. It's a nice, stable shoe, and it's kind of a shoe that even people that need a little bit more stability, I'm pretty sure you could fit in this and feel comfortable. I'm recommending it to you guys. If you want a shoe that's maximum cushioning and you want a little bit of stability, then this is really nice. Now that is it for this review. Overall, I really like this shoe, but I'm not gonna use it for too many runs, and that's because it's so soft that it's gonna ruin my perception of all other shoes. It's just gonna feel like everything else is hard, and that's not what I want. I want to feel fast, I want to feel harder shoes and feel like they're fun to run in and not a drag. So this is for my recovery runs, it's for my easy runs, and for my long runs where I'm not having a lot of pace. So that's it for this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to running related content, I'm bringing it to you guys as much as I can. Have a great day, have a fantastic run, and I'll see you next time. Bye.